Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dahfin Iona. I would like to present about Catch on Speech Act. Okay. Speech act is action performed via utterance. Speech acts are commonly given more specific labels such as apology, compliment, promise, complaint, invitation, and request. Speech act classification consists of 5 types. They are declaration, representatives, expressive, directives, and commissive. The first one, I will explain about declarations. Declarations are those kinds of speech acts that change the word via their utterance. For example, there is a priest in a wedding ceremony said, "I now pronounce you husband and wife." It means the priest said to a man and a woman that they are now husband and a wife. Next, there is representatives. Representatives are the kinds of speech acts that state what the speaker believes to be the case or not. For example, the earth is flat. It means speaker believes that the earth is flat, even though actually the earth is round. And the third one, there is expressive. Expressive are the kinds of speech acts that state what the speaker feels. For example, there is a speaker said, "I am really sorry." It means the speaker really want to say sorry to another people. The fourth one, there is directive. Directives are the kinds of speech acts that speakers use to get someone else to do something. For example, there is a speaker said to another people, "Give me a cup of coffee, make it black." It means the speaker want to a cup of coffee and the coffee is black. Next is commissive. Commissives are those kinds of speech acts that speakers use to commit themselves to some future action. For example, there are two people, and one of them want to leave, and he or she said to their friend, "I'll be back." Next there is direct and indirect speech act. Direct speech act is a relationship between a structure and a function, and indirect speech act is a relationship between a structure and a function. For example, there is a sentence, "It's cold outside." This is a declarative when it's used to make a statement. So, this is a direct speech. And I had a bit tell you about the weather. It means it is a function as direct speech act when it is used to make a comment or request. And the last one, I had a big request of you that you close the door. It is functioning as an indirect speech act. Next, we are going to talk about speech event. A speech event is an activity in which participants interact via language in some conventional way to arrive at some outcome. For example, there is a conversation here, and we focus on some sentences as like, do you have a minute as a pre-request, allowing the receiver to say that she is busy or that she has to be somewhere else. In this context, the response sure is taken to be an acknowledgement not only of having time available, but a willingness to perform the unstated action. The analysis of speech events is clearly another way of studying how much gets communicated than is said. And next, let's see speech act type. A locutionary act, which is the basic act of utterance or producing a meaningful linguistic expression. And the illocutionary act is performed via the communicative force of an utterance. The perlocutionary act, the speaker will utter on the assumption that the hearer will recognize. And the last one, there is content and force in speech act. Most speech acts have content prepositions carried by the speech act force in mainly about the different ways the content prepositions are involved in speech act. Most speech acts have content prepositions carried by the speech act, presupposed by it or in some other way involved. There is a cover term first for the characteristics that differentiate speech act from one another. Okay, thank you very much for enjoying my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.